Yeah.
Um, you know, kind of moving from that to just the overall agent relationship um, from all brokerages. Um, where do you see our industry is going? Because we're starting to see some broker wars and kind of superficial territorial stuff too, and scarcity mindsets over abundance mindset. Um, I think that every agent plays a role into how you navigate the market, and it's important to have those relationships. Can you touch on that a little bit?
I think it's more important now than ever,
Mhm.
and I've I'm proud to say our area, I think, is really growing with the collaboration
Mhm.
of different agents from different brokerages. I've been seeing a lot more people are doing mass open houses in different neighborhoods, and they're collaborating with different agents with different brokerages.
Mhm.
Doing we had one that was a poker run type of thing,
Sure.
and that was really neat. I know you guys were involved with that, and um, I think that that collaboration of saying, "Hey, um, you know, let's get it together and come together
Mm.
and get these things done and collaborate." Is I'm proud to say our area. I see a lot of that.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of negativity. I do think that there has been some big dogs, other brokerages buying other brokerages, and things are being bought out and changing and that way nationally.
Yeah.
Um, I see the strength of the cloud-based based brokerages, and that's been a huge increase and booming, and I think that's the future.
Yeah.
Every day I see uh, brokerages moving from the big office locations, and they're downsizing, or they're not opening the new
Yeah.
locations that they were at, kind of piece from my last brokerage there. And knowing that it's going out and getting in front and collaborating with the
Right.
customers and the other agents, as opposed to sitting in an office behind a desk where they're not coming in. Those
Sure.
days are gone. And the events, I think, last thing I'll hit on is I think our events too, with our local association
Mhm.
and other things that are happening, those are growing, and I'm seeing more and more attendance than before. So
Yeah.
that's a positive.
Yeah, we've been throwing some kind of pre-launch events on stuff and making kind of a social gathering out of it, in addition to highlighting a nice property. And it's been really cool to see
Yeah.
old school people, new people kind of vibing well together and actually being excited to show up to that event to have those agent relationships. To me, it was shared with me in the beginning of my career, and I lived by it my entire career, is that agents are truly your best customer. And there's so many agents that try to have this like cutthroat tactic, me against you mentality. If there's a buyer and seller trying to get to the finish line, it's our mission to work with that other agent to help navigate that path as smooth as possible where everyone's happy in that walk. And I just see things at times where they treat the agent completely different from that. Like, this is my competition, scarcity mindset. And to me, when you really start paying attention to the top producers in our market, majority of them can have great conversations, strategize. Hey, how are things working for you? Come see my listing. Hey, man, if I can do a team event at your nice listing, come do one at mine. And just at the end of the day, if we're not working together to navigate this market on a high level, our customers are gonna pay the price for it.
There you go. It's a disservice to our
That's
customers.
right.
It's a disservice to our customers if we can't collaborate, get together, and get to the finish line.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have the protection mode of our seller or our buyer. But once that's done and the negotiations, then that needs to be put aside, and we just need to get the job done
Yeah.
for who we're being hired by,
Sure.
and get it to the finish line, and at the end of the day saying thank you. One thing I've seen more and more than ever too, that's kind of brought to my attention is really after the deal's done, people are collaborating or thanking the other
Mhm.
agents and other side. I've been seeing people putting that in their social media
Sure.
post, or I had an agent that got a I got a card one time from another agent
Mhm.
after the closing. That doesn't
Right.
happen. And
Just
and
thanking you for the experience.
and I had another agent that said, actually the agent afterwards, we went to lunch together. I said, "That is amazing.
Yeah,
That's what it's about."
for sure.
And I said, "Cannot wait to show their other properties or do another deal with you
Yeah.
or them." And that's the feeling that it should be, is that positive, that growing that connection.
Yeah, that's true agent attraction, right? Agents being attracted to others because they learned something from you or they had a great
Mhm.
experience. You know, I think that we can all be guilty at times of, being so much about your brokerage that you lose the wins from every brokerage that's out there. And, I've really over the past year tried to have a complete open mind to say that we're all play a major role together navigating the best experience. And if we elevate our relationships, the experience for the customer is going to be elevated. And that's the ultimate goal. And I have to say that in this area, I think we have some of the absolute best agents you'll find anywhere in the country. It's ultra competitive, but in a healthy way. But I think it really comes down to there's so much a variety of price points, consumer, sellers, vacation owners to second home to primary residence. We have a great growth in the residential segment of our business right now. And it's a melting pot of good synergy and amazing beaches and properties that make this area so special to sell real estate. And a lot of people come here from other places specifically because they want to move to that beach life, take advantage of working with people that truly wanna be here.
Our area is so unique
Yeah,
because it's got something for everyone.
for sure.
We have long-term residents,
Mhm.
second homes, condos,
Military,
military,
investors.
everything.
Mhm.
And that's really what makes our market unique and always changing,
Right.
and also steady in some of those. I think our residentials are always very steady, but that's just a we're blessed to be here. I know I am to be on the Emerald Coast and to be in our area.
For sure.